Hey, yo, people, how are you all getting on? This is your boy Popsy from Futureshock Studios. Welcome back to yet another episode. Today, we're going to be talking about the XVIVE U3C wireless microphone system for condenser microphones. So this wireless microphone system will practically turn any of your condenser microphones into a wireless system. The proof in the pudding is that I've got the transmitter from the U3C system, which is here, and it's plugged in directly into the TLM103. So the plan here is we're going to be turning this classic, the Neumann TLM103 condenser microphone, to being a wireless microphone today with the U3C system, and we won't be using any XLR cable. If you are new here, do consider subscribing. I bring you news about music gear and reviews each and every Monday. So let's go and roll the intro. So welcome back. Just before we dive straight into the video, don't forget to check the timestamps out to help you navigate throughout the video. As already mentioned, the entire video is going to be recorded on the TLM103, which is going straight into the transmitter of the U3C system. So the receiver is going straight into my Apollo Twin X, the transmitter in the TLM103, and I am recording in Logic. The gain on the Apollo's Twin X is set at 38 decibels, and I'm recording in 24-bit and 48 kilohertz. I won't be doing any processing on the audio, but I may need to boost it in post. So with that all being said, let's go and do the unboxing for this bad boy system. So here's the box the U3C system comes in. Removing the casing, it appears to be the same box the U3 dynamic wireless system came in. You firstly get a receiver, and you also get a transmitter which plugs straight into your mic, and it will work on any condenser microphone, making it wireless. You also get this dual charging cable that'll charge both the receiver and transmitter together. You'll also find the leather carrying case or pouch. You also get the documentation, which includes the warranty card and a very useful user guide. So at the time of filming this video, the U3C system retails in the UK for around the £188. So let me go and show you how I set the U3C system up with my setup. So the receiver goes straight into my audio interface, which is the Apollo Twin X, and there you will switch the receiver on. And just below that you get the channel selector, and you can select one of the 6 channels. The transmitter goes into the bottom of your condenser microphone, and there you will also select the 48 volts phantom power, and basically you're good to go. In all fairness, the U3C wireless microphone system couldn't be any simpler. It is basically a simple plug and play system, as I've already showed you. So the wireless range of the U3C system is around the 90 feet mark. The wireless system operates in a 2.4 gigahertz bandwidth, so you're in the same range as a wireless Bluetooth system, so there's no interference with radio or television. I have to admit, the 2.4 gigahertz bandwidth is very, very stable on this system. Let's go and have a look at the receiver. There's only 2 switches on the receiver, a power on off switch and a channel selector. In the middle, you get a channel select switch. You can choose to select any one of the 6 given channels, which also has a blue LED status light highlighting which channel you have selected. They can all operate on 3 different frequencies. Basically, you select the channel you want and it'll automatically choose the best frequency for that channel. At the top of the receiver, you get the XLR end to go into your audio interface, and in my case, I have it going into my Apollo Twin X. And I do like the blue LED status indicator helping you to operate the device in darker environments. Moving the receiver to the right, that's where you're going to find the charging port, which works with a USB-C. Once the transmitter and receiver are paired, by selecting whichever channel you want from the 6 given, the receiver gives a green colored LED status light highlighting the fact that the receiver and transmitter are now paired and ready to record. So let's go and show you the transmitter in a bit more depth. On the transmitter, we have a power switch which doubles to a mute switch, and then we have a switch which moves us between 48 volts and 12 volts of phantom power. Below that, you get the same channel select switch you get on the receiver. At the top of the receiver, you get the mic in. It's an XLR balanced condenser microphone input, and on the bottom of the transmitter is where you'll find the antenna for the U3C system. And finally, moving the receiver to its right side is where you'll find the charging port. So let's go and see how effective this mute button is. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can clearly say that the mute function worked because when I switched it to mute, it went totally dead in my cans. So in terms of the battery life for the receiver and a transmitter, you can expect to get around the 5 hours of wireless recording. Speaking of charging, the two units charge over USB, and it comes with this wide cable that allows you to charge both units at the same time. And it can take anything up to 2 hours to get a full charge on the unit. So let's go and check some of the boring stuff, the technical specification for the U3C. So the wireless type is a 2.4 gigahertz bandwidth. It has a bit rate of 24-bit and 48 kilohertz. You get 6 switchable channels. It does come with 12 volts phantom power, which I've very rarely, if not seen at all, and also with 48 volts of phantom power. The frequency response is 20 hertz to 20,000 kilohertz. The dynamic range is 103 decibels, and the microphone compatibility, as already explained, is condenser. Signal to noise ratio is 110 decibels. Latency is around the 5 milliseconds, and the operating range is around the 27.5 meters or 90 feet line of sight. In terms of the battery, it has a rechargeable lithium internal battery, and the battery life can last anything between 3 to 7 hours, and a charging time of 2.5 hours for a full charge. And it does require a 5-volt USB, and yes, it can be used during charge. So now that you've been hearing the U3C wireless system since the beginning of this video, plugged into the TLM103, let me go and give you some of my final thoughts. So the XVIVE U3C system is a very, very simple plug and play system, like you've already seen in this video. And you also get great audio signal and no latency that I've heard, and with extremely low noise. And one of the best reasons to buy this system, you don't need no XLR cables floating around, so you will have a very clean cut area. I've got absolutely no cables attached to the system whatsoever today, leaving you with a cable-free working environment. It's a great sounding wireless microphone system that's easy to use and very compact, and it's so compact that you can just drop it into the provided leather carrying case. In terms of cons, I did find one. It is only a minor one. Pulling this transmitter out of the microphone, it really needs a good hard push. Apart from that, I genuinely didn't find any faults with the U3C system. It sounds good, it's crisp. There's no difference between having a XLR cable in or having this in. In fact, it's really good to use on a session where your XLR cable couldn't actually reach the end of the room. If you have got any questions about the U3 system, drop them in the comments below. I hope you found the video useful. I will drop links to the system down below should you wish to go and check that out. Anyway, that's all you're gonna get from me for today. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, or smash it if that's something you're into. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I shall see you in the next video.